Ooh, cat.
That was a crit.
Oh, there's another one.
Stop critting me, you fucking monster.
You're no hero, so don't act like it. And please don't treat me like I'm your sidekick, cause I watch TV.
Hey, what is up everybody? It is KATAIR Gaming here today, bringing y'all a updated build video as to my Reclaimer setup. It has changed a little bit, I've gotten new weapons for it. Just a few of y'all have been asking me exactly how I run this thing. Of course, I do get God mode accusations from this build a lot, or at least my teammates do. Especially when they run Striker while I'm using this, so... The total overall healing speed equates to about 65,000 to 71k absolute max if you have a final measure build on your team and you catch an electronic grenade, you know? It's like either EMP or shock nade, since it does boost you up, but by this build, like, well, by itself, this build equates to 65,595.35 healing speed per second. If you have Talented, Death by Proxy, active, and then you have your defib and your med station on you at once. So really, it's not much. All you have to do is kill a shock turret, and then you instantly have everything around you. So it's not much. It's not very situational whatsoever. Honestly, it's not. I do this every day on a daily basis. I'm a medic main. And we are going to jump into this, you guys. So let's start out with my Urban MDR. We have Competent and Talented. Competent just because, well, I'm normally hitting a bunch of heals for my team, and then we have Talented because if I kill a target, I get an increase in skill power, and as you can see, I'm starting out at 361k base skill power. Which is normal because, well, the classifieds actually really do bring your electronics up, but your skill power down, in a sense. Because I used to be able to run this build with about 421k skill power, which technically I could still back up and go do that if I really wanted to do so, but this is the current best non-situational healing speed build that I've been able to muster myself, so this is currently what I'm going to stick with. I honestly really do believe in this build. I love being a medic, and I love keeping my people alive, so... If you've got a packed lobby, you've got pred marks, you want to keep your team up, this build is for you. Just don't get hit by that pred mark yourself, because like 2 or 3 ticks and it's GG. Okay, so the Showstopper, we also have Competent Talented. I normally use my MDR on players, whereas I normally use my Showstopper on people's skills, so like med station, turrets, ballistic shields. I've seen a lot of ballistic shields recently. So maybe those are making a comeback. Okay, ignore my pistol. I only chose this thing for gear score. Literally. Okay, so we're gonna come down to the knee pads now, and let me explain to you that I am a couple points off on my electronics mods. As you can see, I'm at 265 instead of 267, and then I don't have the max 30 whatever 300 something skill power on that mod. Honestly, obviously, I'm still looking for better mods here, so just ignore that. You're probably going to cap out with all electronics and everything at about 361,500 flat, which would put you around a 10,000, maybe 272 electronic ratio area range thingy, whatever you want to put there. But as far as I know, like, this is the most optimized build you can possibly get aside from the electronics mods. Okay, I've pushed this off a little bit too long now. Let me explain to you my first aid ally heal mods, why I'm not using the actual med station healing speed mods. The med station healing speed mods, yes, they are nice. Yes, I can get up to about a 42 to 43k med station, whereas if they EMP that med station, you're all out of luck. You're running around like a chicken with your head cut off, your team's screaming at you, you're screaming at them, you're just like, bro, I'm trying my best, and the other enemy team's looking at them like, yeah, what you gonna do, bitch? Your Reclaimer's gone. But no, not those builds, because you're spec'd more into your defib than your med station, which also equates to 2k more healing speed if you actually take your max defib, divided by 2, divided by 10, and add it to your med station. It equates to 2 to 3k more actual healing speed with the first aid ally heals. So go ahead, check that out for yourself. It's entirely up to you. Make sure you're fully optimized, make sure your build is set up pretty much the exact same way as mine. I would not deviate too much from where we're at currently because I'm in love with this build. This is my go-to getter build. Anyhow, we are gonna go and, well, okay, we also have skill power on there, just in case you didn't see that. We have 1401 electronics, 13,339 skill power with shock resistance, disrupt resistance, and obviously I would put burn in place of disorient, but it's not quite perfected in its entirety, in my opinion. Okay, so we're moving on into the Reclaimer Mask. We have 10,030 skill power with 1401 electronics. Obviously, I would switch the minor attributes to burn resistance so that I could stay alive just a little bit longer, because flame turrets are currently coming out in full force, as well as some video that I may or may not be releasing very shortly. Surprise. Okay, so we're gonna move on into the Reclaimer vest. Well, here, let me make sure y'all saw that. 265 with 3,307 skill power for the mod for my ventilator. Okay. Onto here, pretty much same thing, all electronics mods with skill power. Just try your best to get them near max for each of them. We have 1401 electronics with 16,674 health, 9% skill haste, 56% ammo capacity. I would definitely recommend that ammo capacity with your showstopper, because your showstopper is going to run out of a lot of ammo, and if you can just resupply it to yourself, you can kind of keep your team going from time to time. Just don't stand still with this build. Do not stand still. You stand still, you're dead. Okay, I'll try and slow down my talking a little bit because I've kind of realized I'm just kind of like, you know, speed running through everything in life. There we go. That's the last amount of speed talking I'm gonna go through for a little bit. Okay, we do have 1401 electronics for the Reclaimer backpack. We have 13,339 skill power for the major attribute. And we have disrupt resistance because everyone loves to disrupt the medic, and if your med station's not down, you get disrupted, you're out of medkits, you are going to die. Guaranteed. Unless you're really good at being kind of slippery. I apologize if y'all hear birds in the background. I do have 5 birds in my room. They're absolutely adorable, and one's talking to the other one all the way out in the living room, which there are 2 more. So yes, I have 7 birds. I apologize, you guys. Please just try to ignore them. Okay, so we do have a skill power mod here. We have 2 first aid ally heal mods, both 6%, obviously. Moving on into the Reclaimer gloves. So I don't really kill too many people with this build, so I don't know why I have health on kill. I would most definitely go for critical hit damage, and I'd actually be getting a little bit more out of my urban and everything else in general, in my opinion. So we do have 1401 electronics with 9% skill haste, 12% assault rifle damage. I used to run this with nothing but assault rifles, so that's why that's there. But now I would say change that to shotgun damage and critical hit damage with skill haste. Like, that would be like the little dream combo right there. Yes, my little bird, I hear you, baby. What you want? You getting in trouble? I love my little friend. Okay, you guys, we are moving into the Reclaimer holster. We have 1401 firearms, 1401 stamina, 1401 electronics with 7% skill haste. Yes, you do need skill haste. What I forgot to mention on the gloves, if you're not able to have everything perfectly for the major attributes, just go electronics and skill haste. You will not be missing out on too much right there. Moving on into the abilities tab. We have a 1401 base defib, which can max out at about 5... Well, here, I'll put it on the screen for you guys right about now. Okay, so it goes from 401 to that max ally heal right there, which gets us a little bit above 400k skill power. That is with Death by Proxy and Talented, and it gets to be a very strong defib. It gets a little bit higher than the... Little bird, come on, baby, I'm trying to record, come on. I apologize, you guys. It gets a little bit higher than the Tactician's base defib if you're going to set it up pure skill power, but in my personal opinion, it is definitely much better to spec into the defib rather than the med station for Reclaimer. So we have a 29k base healing rate for our support station. If you are using the base med station, you are messing up. If you're using the immunizer med station, you are messing up. If you're using the restock box med station, you are messing up. I ran into a reclaimer this morning with this box on right over here, and I just face palmed and killed him. So what you need is that life support med station, because you have 29.847 healing rate, whereas everything else is 24, 24, 24. Go for that 29. If you think it makes a difference which one you use, it does. It really truly does. So go for life support. Yes, it combines all of the effects of them together, no matter what med station you use. But use the life support. It heals you far, far more than you would with the base station, the immunizer, or the restock. So go life support, you guys. Please, please go life support. I do not want to see another reclaimer in the dark zone with the basic support station. Please, you guys. Oh my god. Okay, so considering the fact that we do not have any skill haste on this build whatsoever, we're going off of the base reclaimer skill power. It has you at about 20 to 25% base skill haste, if not a little bit less. I'm not quite sure. We'll go over that in just a minute, you guys. And then it caps at 40 whenever we're standing at our med station. So don't act like we're completely ignoring skill haste, which we kind of are. But you're gonna have skill haste. You are gonna be good. Trust me. Little bird, can you stop, baby? Little bird. Okay, so we do have combat medic on because you are the medic. If you're not using combat medic, you are failing your team, in my personal opinion. We have battle buddy on in case someone happens to go down, in case you go down, or in case you're using your defib to insta-pick someone back up. It procs. It even procs for the revive super, so the green. Okay, we have triage because, well, if you pop your box and your teammates are below 3 segments, well, even just like half a segment, it'll triage you whenever you pop your box to get rid of it. So I kind of recommend that. If your teammate's wearing a Vigorous, which I've actually been running in a lot of teams lately that have Vigorous on, yes, in 1.8, even on top of all the classified 6-piece metas that are going on. If you run Vigorous, well, your teammate runs Vigorous, and you have this build on, dude, y'all are set. GG, I don't care what you're facing, you are good. Okay, we have Death by Proxy. Destroy a hostile deployed skill to increase skill power by 20% for 30 seconds. I highly, highly recommend this. Please do not run this build without this active. If you're trying to switch up a certain talent on here because you're like, you know what, I don't have enough survivability, just go ahead and remove Battle Buddy, which I really do not recommend whatsoever, you guys, but you can just go down to critical save and maybe get that extra 20% damage resistance. But please just stay with Battle Buddy, that shit is so nice. Okay. Well, we are gonna go into our character tab. I will show you what we have here. Okay, base weapon damage 26k. We have 0% critical hit chance, which is kind of funny because we still crit. Even at 0, we have 100% headshot damage, 25% critical hit damage. Again, this is not a, hey, come fight me, come 1v1 me, a West 42nd bitch type build. This is a medic build. You run in circles like a little bitch in the background. Basically like that one dude from the commercial with the fishing pole. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that. No, like legitimately, you have to be on your feet, you have to move, you have to know how to move well. I'm not saying you have to strafe. You just have to move well. If you're standing in the center by your buck, someone will sticky bomb or grenade you and you will die. Okay, we have 12% assault rifle damage because, well, urban. But I would mix that up and go shotgun damage because I use my shotgun a lot more with this build than I do with my urban. Just my personal preference. It's up to you guys. Okay, y'all could use a house. I've actually been running a house with this for a little while, but I don't have a talented, competent house yet. But if you could get one of those, definitely replace, like, the urban or something with that house. And just go competent, talented. That is, like, the dream team combo right there, you guys. Okay, we have 5% health on kill because this game hates me. We have 12% damage to elites because this game hates me. Oh god, okay. We have 361,244 skill power, which could be increased a little bit, only due to the mods, because this entire build, again, is purely optimized. We have 25% base skill haste. I'll go ahead and drop my med station for y'all. Go back into the menu. And right there, we are now at 40% with 30% signature skill resource gain. And that's pretty nice to have because you get your ults back super, super quick, you guys. We have 324, 343 toughness, with max health being 215, 695, which is not the best, but as long as you're above 300k toughness, you should be semi-decent. Don't drop into the 290, don't drop into the 280, that is a death sentence written with your name on it. Okay, we have 33.50% armor mitigation from weapon damage. That's pretty decent. That's pretty good, you guys, right there. Okay, we have 33% disorient resistance. Obviously change that to burn. We have 33% shock resistance, 50% disrupt resistance, so if you disrupt me, I'm obviously going to get off before most of my teammates, because, well, they're probably running ammo capacity rather than disrupt resistance, which, by the way, Massive, if you're ever watching this video, why do we not have disrupt resistance on our mask? Like, that trips me out every time I go to make my builds. We just don't have disrupt resistance on a mask. Like, we have burn resistance, no disrupt. Nope, not today. Not today, Satan. Okay, anyhow, I think that's all I have for you guys. I did put some clips at the beginning of this video. I'll probably put some clips in the center of it. Well, the very end of it, in my case, apparently. So if you want to stick around, see this healing speed a little bit more, maybe see us troll some people a little bit with it, that's entirely up to you guys, but here we go. We're going right now. I got a boost. Okay, 40k station. Got a guy behind us. Take care of him. Oh, he ran out in front. Okay, the random needs to not push so much. Not ours. We were fighting him for like half an hour before we invited him. Yeah, that man does not make smart decisions.
Just a boy from the hood, had his headphones playing loud. Yeah. Just a boy from the hood that had his headphones playing loud. Oh, young boy, blow the speakers out. I knew you loved me. You would wait in line for hours when them sneakers out. I used to pull up on you, sneak you out the house. You could be the baddest girl and you ain't had to lose your blouse. Those days, do it like we don't know better. Do it like we might get caught. Every night a new adventure. Do it like we not supposed to. Do it like the opposite of what you're told to. A lot of boys that tell you yes, I'm the one that know you. We were just a couple full hard, probably no pressure, life living young. House party hopping teenagers, don't tell us no. We ain't hearing
Can you like switch random?
get enough, don't take about the loving. If it ain't about this loving, it must be overrated. And now I'm 20 something, looking back on all this skating. Never working out, I think that's why I'm overrated.
No, I'm not gonna kick him while he's really scaring him.
We could get to celebrating.
But he's not making very smart decisions. Oh, don't worry, they'll come back out when we're manhunt. Normally that goes. Chicken point. 2.
Take a look at the stars, can reach if you want to. Don't be afraid to change, cause the people don't want to. Be who you want to, dream if you want to. Always be yourself and the people will want you. Care what the people say. You know we're gonna do it big anyway. You know we're gonna do it big anyway. You know we're gonna do it big anyway.
See how Awesome. Hey.
My music beating loud. Tell me keep it down, say I kill it on the down low. And if I turn it up, then I'm bound to attract the crowd.
Not even gonna lie, I'm lagging in the server. Okay, thank you guys for coming out and watching this video, hopefully within its entirety. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate all of y'all's support to help me with this channel. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell, and well, as usual you guys, I will catch y'all next time. Bye everyone!